evening, my friends. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome back to the House of Flux. Come on in out the cold. We're chilling tonight. I'm a little off my game because I just got a notification that mom's going live. And I'm like, damn it. I want to go over to mom's and watch her live. But how's everybody doing tonight? Project Metal Music in the house. D Nice, what's up? How's it going, guys? Yeah, we're just gonna be fluxing around tonight. As always, I think as always we should probably start our yearly review a little early. Because I never make it through because just too much crazy shit happens throughout the year that it's just a lot of crazy shit. What's up, Simon? Simon in the house? Okay, good. It looks like the camera stopped. So I got a new camera and it's pretty cool. It's pretty good. I like it. However, before it hasn't done it since it hasn't done it in a minute, which is good. It has like a gray line that almost there it is. There it is. Um, I don't know what it is. And it's like a brand new camera, so I'm like, what is happening? Is it a connection issue? What is going on? It shouldn't be happening. It just came out of the package. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out one day. John H in the house. What's up, John H? How's it going, man? But yeah, so again, welcome. We're gonna be continuing with the year. And by that I mean we're gonna start with our yearly recaps already. Because again, I never when I start it in like November, I never make it through the end of the year. Because again, we get like so much happens in the month that we forget about. And right now, the Rush shooting trial is going on with Hannah Gutierrez, and that mess is so frustrating. And I'm somebody that likes fire. I love my firearms. I lost them in a boating accident. I don't have any firearms. I lost them in a boating accident. How sad. Uh, but to see the negligence and the lack of care and the lack of just any safety on that set in regards to those firearms, they should all be in jail. All jail for all of them. I mean, okay. Do I think Hannah was negligent? Yes. Do I think she should be held responsible? No. There were okay. And here's my thinking. I know that this is my personal opinion. Don't come for me. Or if you do, who gives a fuck? It's my opinion. I'm allowed to have it. She was 24 years old. She was a young, impressionable female. And I don't give a fuck what you say. Older gentlemen do take advantage of that. And she was too inexperienced to stand up and say, y'all need to stop fucking around with these weapons. She didn't have the balls to say that. And again, at 24, I don't think I would have had the. Now, I am not 24. I am almost 10 years that. But I would have shut that shit down day one. Day one. But again, at 24, I pretty much I was in the service. I did a lot of just do what you're told. And I did experience, older gentlemen, I'm not going to say gentlemen, older men do try to take advantage of young females. That is 100% a thing. And that is 100% what I see here. She was 24. What? Okay. I'm not going to say all 24-year-olds. Not going to say that. But in my experience, I do not think a 24-year-old female or a 24-year-old at all would have the balls to stand up to Alec Baldwin, who's kind of green behind the 24-year-old who was green behind the ears, stand up and be like, Yeah, no, you don't get to hold this gun. Because I'm telling you right now, RIP headphone users, I'm telling you right now, if I had been the armorer, nobody would have had a weapon on that set. I mean, maybe a few people, but, definitely not Alec Baldwin. He would never get near a weapon, in my opinion. If there was a competent armorer on that set, Alec Baldwin has no business being near a firearm. It is so bad. They all jail for all of them, because it's people like them that have that disregard for firearm safety, like, it was bound to happen on that set. Looking back in hindsight, it was a matter of time and who. It was a matter of time and who. And that is so unfortunate and so disgusting to me. That is disgusting. The whole time I'm just sitting there like, Ermagerd, Ermagerd. John 8. Uh, is it the I'm on all of the lists. To the FBI agent watching, hello, how is your day? I hope a bird shit on your windshield while you are at work. But oh yeah, the especially because I like to talk about conspiracies that the government has committed against the American people. Oh yeah, I'm on lists. Oh yeah, they watch my shit. Oh yeah, there's a file on me. But especially because I'm an anarchist at heart. I understand why in a country like this it cannot work. However, I am an anarchist at heart. And fuck the government. And I'm drinking water today because apparently that's a thing adults have to drink. Well, it's apparently a thing all humans have to drink. And I've been told apparently I need to drink it more often than I do because I don't drink water. Uh, boating accident. Yup. Yup. What's up, Lisa Boo? Lisa Boo in the house. How's it going? Fun dying in the house. But he is a Baldwin. Oh, the arrogance of that man. Mm, I'll tell you what. Uh, that fucktard Baldwin's dad was a legend gunner. Alec is just a lying piece of shit, and he acts like he does. Yeah, yeah. Either way, we all knew he was a shithead, but this just kind of doubly, triple back confirms it a bit, in my opinion. Uh, be nice to think John Wick had all the guns and no accidents. Yeah, it's actually super rare to have gun accidents on set because the standards are so high, because you have to follow all these protocols because it's dangerous. And today, oh my god, today, what Hall said on this, ugh, it was so irritating. And again, as somebody who loves firearms and respects firearms and respects the danger that they present in some cases, mm, how do you just how do you just not? I mean, yo, the state in the house, what's up, my dude? Pew pew fun. Bro, I need to hit you up offline because you hold on. Do you see this? Do you see this? Yeah. Mrs. Flux finished it. I'm streaming from my awesome, amazing computer, and, you have to help me with, like, the things the games that we played and shit. Um, Cause yeah! That's what I'm saying, my dude! And Mrs. Flux is working on hers right now, and I'm saying maybe we should get the band back together. Guys, this is when Mrs. Flux and I talk about, like, in the old days when we'd play Call of Duty and stuff, this was our boy! He was on our team. But, but yeah, so the I just replayed Red Dead for that game is amazing. Yeah, I still play online. Believe it or not, I probably haven't played in, like, a couple weeks, but I've played this year, meaning to 2024. I still like playing Red Dead Online. It's fun, like, you just ride around like a cowboy, and you get to hunt, and you get to ride your horse and rob people. It's, it's my version of fun. Although okay, so recent I do tend to be a solo gamer unless I'm playing with Mrs. Flux and Yo the Saint. Um, I pretty much I'm trying to break away from solo gaming, uh, just because, why not play with other people, right? It's just, sometimes, it depends on the game. It depends on the game, really. Um, Atheist Ant in the house. What's up? Good evening, chat and Flux. Hello. Wait, which one? Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2. I probably didn't finish that. But yes, Red Dead Redemption 2. The first one's good. I like the first one. The first one still is always gonna be a classic, but the second one was so beautifully done. Like, and I haven't downloaded it on this computer yet, which I'm probably gonna do because it's gonna look even more amazing. I still haven't downloaded any games on this computer, which is kind of a travesty, but, you know, I'll get to it. She's still new, I'm still breaking her in, you know, she's still new. I wanna break her in slowly. See, this is what yes, you have because I wanna do the GTA stuff modding too. Mrs. Flux and I were literally talking about this last night, and I'm like, "I need to hit up our bro because I wanna get into, like, the G because I still play GTA Online. I literally played that last week. Like, it's terrible. I don't really play in a public lobby. I'll play in a private lobby or a friends only lobby or something just because people suck. People suck. And so most of the time I'll go to, like, an invite only session or something. But I will play in public rooms every once in a while. It's just, yeah, people suck. And see, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, like, you really get into role playing with stuff, and it gets really fun. And I am about that life, so I'm gonna hit you up offline because come pick me up. Oh, we're so getting back into come pick me up. Swan Lake Lady in the house. What's up, Swan Lake Lady? Um, but yeah, yes, I'm gonna and okay, let me finish a sentence. I'm going to get Red Dead and Grand Theft Auto. I was debating buying Grand Theft Auto 5 on my PC because, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be coming out next year? Is it next year? Or is it this year? No, it's next year. Either way, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out, which I'm not sure if I'm excited for because it kinda looks like Grand Theft Auto 5, but a different story. Like, I'm going to play it. Oh, 2025. Okay, gotcha. I will play it, but because I've said this before, I keep saying it, Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of the first living games. where it is so completely different, and it has evolved into such a massive game from what it originally started as. Like, the way the game has evolved and developed since it was released in 2013, literally 11 years ago now. Grand Theft Auto 5 is still one of the most, like, top played games, and it came out in 2013. That's incredible for a game to still have that much, like, life to it. Um, have I played Cyberpunk 2077? No, not yet. There are a lot of games I was waiting to play until I got my PC only because, uh, like, Mrs. Flux was gonna build me a PC, so, like, why would I buy it for my PlayStation 5? Um, but I really wanna play Cyberpunk. That's I do have to get a controller, though, because this whole gaming with the keyboard, I need a controller. I am a child of the '90s. I need a controller. Um I put that game up there with Red Dead, so oh, nice. Was that the one that had all the issues when it first came out, but they because everybody's like, "Release it," and they're like, "It's unfinished." They're like, "Release it anyways," and they did, and then everybody's like, "It's unfinished." Is that one? Drop the controller, you'll okay, I need to practice. I need to practice with the keyboard. That'll be something I'll have to do. Yeah, I have to work see, when it comes to gaming, I need to work on my finger skills, because when it comes to gaming, I thought I could because I played piano, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'll just be able to game, no problem." But I'm like, forward, uh, side, and it's bad it was bad. I tried to play Minecraft, it it was bad, but I gotta get used to it. It was so bad. I moved it took me, like, 5 minutes to move, like, 3 blocks, because I wanted to go that direction, and I couldn't figure out how to go that it was a thing. Hook up yeah, I feel like I'm gonna hook up a controller, but I also want to get better with my fingers. Yeah. See, and that's the thing, I think I'm starting Lauren V in the house, "What's up? How's it going?" Yes, I played piano. I got lessons when I was a kid, and I still can, like, read music, and I haven't played in a long time, and I was by no means, like, great, but I can read music and, like, play a song. Um, I enjoyed piano. It depends on the game. I feel like side scrollers would be easy. Side scrollers would be easy because obviously it's a side scroller. Um, I'm trying to think. I like the controller. Oh, but yeah, I think I'm starting to get arthritis in my finger like, in my hands, because especially like, it hurts. Like, sometimes my hands and my fingers just hurt, and they'll get, like, crampy? I don't know. They hurt a lot. Um, I don't know, I'm getting old. Thing I can't bounce back like I used to. Uh, yes, I hated lessons, but I wish I would have kept up with it. I wish I wish I would have kept up with it longer and more because, I could have been I mean, I started playing at, like, I don't know, maybe 10 and played, I think, until like, I think I took lessons until maybe I was 13. Um, but I really liked it. I enjoyed playing them, obviously because I was a child of the 90s and went through high school and, you know, the early 20 like, the 2000s. Oh god, that was a while ago. Yeah, I graduated high school in the 2000s. But anyways, because I graduated high school in the 2000s, obviously my anthem was "Welcome to the Black Parade" by My Chemical Romance. So I made it my mission to play that song on the piano. But because I grew up in a very kind of strict household, we weren't supposed to listen to secular music. And so I couldn't get the like sheet music for it. So I had to teach myself to play it by ear. So I'd sit there and I'd listen to it like 3 or 4 times and I found the note, the key pattern and whatnot. And I taught myself to play Welcome to the Black Parade because that was my greatest accomplishment. I feel like that's still one of the greatest accomplishments was teaching myself to play that song on the piano. Yes, it was our anthem before music died. Yeah. Well, no, there was still like I said, my chem I loved my chem, My Chemical Romance growing up. I was that goth kid where I was or not really. I was like half emo. I kind of tried to pretend to be emo, but I wasn't emo because I was homeschooled. But that was my jam, and I loved My Chemical Romance. Tammy F in the house. What's up, Tammy? How's it going? Uh, but that was like my favorite song, and so I taught myself to play it. But uh, today, it is difficult. Also, I think I have no. I think my hands just hurt. I probably don't have arthritis. My hands just hurt because I've broken my fingers God knows how many times. Like growing up, especially in soccer, like I broke my fingers a few times. You guys remember tetherball? Tetherball is the greatest, but if you hit the ball wrong and it jammed your finger, oh my god. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all remember tether. Do they still have is tetherball still a thing? Do I have Venmo? I do not have Venmo, but I do have Cash App. I have Cash App and maybe I should get a Venmo. Because Venmo's a thing too, right? I'm gonna look into a Venmo. But I do have a Cash App and it is just House of Flux. I try to keep everything simple. Um, but yeah, I think I've broken my fingers a few times, and it's probably just that, which is why they hurt. There was one time, it was literally in 2017, right my unit was deploying down to or over to Europe, um, and we were down at Fort Hood, and, we were getting ready to deploy. I think we were going to leave in, like, 3 days? Well, we were all out in one of the PT fields just kind of doing PT, where we're kind of running around playing football for PT, just, well, someone threw the ball and I went to catch it, but it was low and I went down and it bounced and it jammed my knuckle all the way back and I took pictures and said I was like, I can't go to a sick call. I can't get this looked out right now because we're gonna leave in 3 days, and if I legit just broke my finger, like, they're gonna tell me I can't go. Uh, and I sent her so it was this finger. Even to this day like, I did break it because popping these knuckles still I could feel it. Um, but my middle finger It literally like, it got so swollen, I took pictures and sent it to Mrs. Flex. I'm like, "So, I kinda think I might have broken my fingers." And she was like, "Oh my god, you have to get that looked at." I'm like, "I can't." And I was barely able to get my wedding ring off, and I'm like, "Let me get that off before my fingers get too swollen to the point where I'm like, it might, you know, cut off circulation or something." I'm glad I did. And for a good I wanna say for a good 6 months, I had a really hard time using this hand, and thank God it was my left hand, so it was kinda fine, 'cause it was my left hand. I'm a righty. We're good. Um, but yeah, for, like, a good solid 6 months, I couldn't use this hand very well, and, I wanna say for probably 2 a good year and a half to 2 years, I couldn't pop the knuckles because it was so painful. Like, if I put any pressure to try and pop, like, both sets these the like, but I'm telling you, I messed up my hand. I wanna see if I do have the picture, I'll have to post it later, but it was so bad. Like, as soon as the football hit my fingers, I was like, "Oh, I'm fucked." And I immediately, like, I did the thing where I tried to play it off, I picked it up with the other hand, threw it, I'm like, "Ah, ha, ha," and I'm like, "Oh, fuck." And I think I went over to one of my battle buddies, I'm like, "Bro, I think my fingers are broke." And, like, they were instantly purple and instantly swollen. But yeah, no, I mean, they're good now. They're good now. I can on certain days, it still hurts to pop them, but, yeah, it's one of them things. Uh, Christine Fortunato in the house. What's up, Christine? Uh, Tammy S says, "Yeah, Danny and Megan have Venmo." Okay, yeah, I gotta get Venmo. I'll get a Venmo. he says, "Just a finger." Exactly. It was the middle fingers on my left hand, so that's, like, super not important. I literally just I grinned and bared it. It hurt so bad. I was like, "Don't be a pain, it's just your fingers." Oh my god, because we were driving, right? There were times when I was driving and I'm like, "I cannot grip the steering wheel with my left hand." So and you sit with your arm out the window anyways. You drive with your right hand, fine. I was totally fine. But I'm thinking that's probably now why I get, you know, pain in my knuckles. It probably never set right. But hey, again, I can use it, and we're good. Mustang McCracken in the house. Yeah, I'm starting to get where my hands look up. Oh wait, oops. Hands look up. LOL. Years of being a line. Yep, line cook and start to add up. Uh-huh. It's frustrating when your hands can't keep up with your brain anymore. Yes. And I have experienced that so much recently. Like anytime I've been in live chats and I'm like typing, I have so many typos. I'm like, I used to type just fine. And I don't know if it's because my fingers are cramping up or like it's it's not fun. I am married. Mrs. Flux. Yep, to Mrs. Flux. We've been married 10 years. In this December will be 11 years, which is like, go us. Just say it. Go us. Um, you broke your knuckles and they healed wrong. Yep, 100%. I am convinced that I broke, like, well, I'm convinced I broke at least these 2. These ones and these ones. 100% these ones. Um, it was bad. It hurt so bad. And that was the only time, like, cause as a kid, I remember, like, my toes because I lived in Southern California, we didn't wear shoes a lot, and I broke my toes often or jammed them or like I have scars, and I can do this with my feet. Well, with my right foot. I can do this with my right foot because of the times I've broken my toes. Um, but it's just like, that's what you do as a kid. You break your toes and your fingers so that, like, you don't break the big bones, right? But, I've never broken my arm. I've dislocated my shoulder, but I've never, like, broken a big bone. I've broken my face, but that was, like, my cheekbone and my nose. So I've never, like, arms, legs, collarbone, nothing like that. Uh, I've had so you've had so many injuries, you're a badass. Not really, it just makes everything hurt. I was a very active child and a very active young adult, and it just makes everything hurt now. The trick is to slow down your brain. Yeah, but, like, I'm starting to think I might have ADHD or ADD, 'cause slowing down is very difficult, and, like, focusing on one thing. I was literally earlier watching the DUI guy stream, watching Danny on stream. I was watching a Swoop video, and I was playing a game on my phone. I had the DUI guy on my laptop, I had Swoop on the TV, I had Danny on my phone, and then I was playing a game on my phone. And I was actively paying attention to all 3 videos. And I'm like, "I think I might have ADD. Huh, that might be a thing." I sprained my dominant wrist in kindergarten and couldn't color, uh, but my fave memory of all the girls wa "Aw, over opinionated as hat, I love your name so much," and that's funny. Um, it'd be nice to call Mrs. Flux something other than Mrs. Flux. She has her own personality. I did. I said, "What do you want?" Like, I asked her if she wanted a name other than Mrs. Like, if she wanted to use, like, her PlayStation screen name or if she wanted a different name. She's like, "No, I'll be Miss Flux." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. Cool, cool." Um, but yeah, she has her own personality. She's her own person. She's just chosen to go by Mrs. Flux. Um, you can pick up a chair with your toes. Lord, those are some strong toes. Uh, I have a yes. See, that's one of the reasons why I do have the incense because, I mean, among all the other things, especially for nighttime, it does help slow my brain down, and it allows me to kind of mellow out. But yes, this is why it doesn't make sense that it's a Schedule I drug! Stupid! Although I did hear that incense was going to be, moved down to, I think, Schedule III, which would make it federally legal, and that if they change it to make it federally legal, that's actually gonna change a lot. That's gonna change a lot. But I did hear that it was gonna be rescheduled soon. AP says you need all the noise all the time, don't you? I do. I do. I need noise. Like, I need the noise all the time. Well, not all the time. Not when I'm sleeping. But I'm not a fan. I don't like being alone. I don't mind, like, if people shouldn't be alone. It's not fun to just, like, I mean, having alone time is good, but, like, consistently being alone is like, it's boring, and that's not it. Like, forever? Mm. Mrs. Flux enjoys her anonymity, doesn't she? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She has dyslexia. Yep, 100%, 100%. See, I don't mind a fan. Like, I don't mind noise, um, to sleep. Like, I don't mind it, but I also don't need it. A while ago, I had to train myself to sleep without, like, noise or anything 'cause, when I got I think it was 2020, I just I have sleep issues. I have a lot of sleep issues. I don't sleep well, I don't sleep a lot, and I get a lot of night terrors. So when I do sleep, it's interrupted quite frequently and, like, disturbingly. Um, so, like, falling asleep could be very difficult. Uh, Incense helps with that, um, but also, I don't when I get into bed, my phone does not go into bed with me. My phone stays on the nightstand, and I do not touch it, and I had to train myself to not bring not scroll, because scrolling is the death of sleep, because you get into bed, and then you just scroll and scroll and scroll, and it's like it having your brain engaged like that right before you're trying to fall asleep, like, that's why people have a lot more sleep issues now is because your brain is so engaged and you're not, like, unwinding, I guess? And some people think, like, scrolling through your phone is unwinding, but it's not really because your brain is still actively engaged in something. I'm not a doctor, don't quote me, this is all just my own speculation and bullshit, and this is what has worked for me personally. So, personally, you know, I stopped bringing my phone to bed, and I would lay there and lay there and lay there and just like, "Okay, well, guess what, bitches? I go to bed and I fall asleep, and it takes me not even 5 minutes. Like, I am out. I plug my phone and put it on my nightstand and hit the pillow, and I'm done." And it took a while, but I don't I don't need any of that to sleep now, and I can just get into bed and go to bed so that when I'm ready for bed, it's I'm ready for bed. Like, I'm ready to go to sleep. It's not, "Oh, I'm ready for bed, and I'm gonna go lay in bed for 20 to 30 minutes, maybe an hour before I fall asleep." It's, "Nope, I'm ready for bed, I'm going to sleep." And, that's it's been super helpful for me. Um, AP says, "You don't have ADHD, then you have an overactive brain." Yeah, probably. That's probably it. I'm literally thinking for a while it was an issue. I was like, that's I was on medication for a while because I had really bad anxiety. I think I talked about it. Like, I had severe anxiety and I didn't leave my house for probably a few months. Um, 2020 was kind of a devastating year for me mentally. A lot of things went on and I was not okay. And, medication helped and whatnot. Um, but one of my issues was thinking about every outcome of every possible event that could happen in any one given scenario. So, like, leaving my house was crippling because I'm like, get into a car accident, and what's the outcome if, the person's nice? What's the outcome if the person's, like, an asshole? Like, and I just anxiety to the point where I did not leave my house because it was terrible. Um, but thankfully, you can work on yourself and you can get better. You do not have to be on medication forever, but make sure you only get off of it when you are ready and when your doctor's is like, "Good." Uh, I was on medication for a little while, but I got better. You can get better from anxiety, from depression, like, you can gain confidence and, do all that fun stuff. Um, Mustang McCracken says, "I only get sleep, 3 to 4 hours of sleep at a time when I sleep without a fan. A little noise, will startle you awake. I never slept well when you were young, couldn't function on 3 hours." Oh, you could function on 3 hours. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people do function on a little bit of sleep, but, like, I need sleep to function. I'm one of those people where I need sleep, unfortunately. I need a lot of sleep because the sleep I do get is so terrible. I end up sleeping for a lot. Although, that has gotten better as well since the anxiety has gone down and, like, My sleep has gotten better. A lot of stuff got better when the anxiety is terrible. I still have pretty good anxiety, but it's like, it's not as bad as it was before. Like, I'm pretty sure I was close to being agoraphobic because I'm like, "Yeah, no, I don't need to leave my why does anybody need to leave the house?" I'm trying to think, like, I wouldn't even Mrs. Flux went to the grocery store on her way home from work. Like, I didn't even work for a few months. I just stayed home. It was terrible. Um, a lot of people yeah, yeah. See, and that for unfortunately for me, that was, like, another element on top of everything that was already going on, and I'm like, "Y'all, we have enough bullshit, and we have to add all this other bullshit." 'Cause there was a lot of stuff for me personally that was going on where a lot of stuff was just the pandemic was just an extra dose of greatness to an already a great year. It was terrible. You liked staying home? Yeah. See, and unfortunately now, like, I liked staying home because I was afraid to leave. I did not want to leave my house. Now I don't want to leave my house because people are just fucking stupid. I hate, like, dealing with people, the people in general, and this is something that I will live by. The person is awesome, but people fucking suck. People in general suck, but individuals are good, if that makes sense. I'm not saying it. Um, see, I should not go on a rant. I could go on a rant. I feel terrible for everybody who lost somebody and did not or could not hold a funeral. Like, I want to we're gonna calm down before we just go spouting off. What the government did to the people in 2020 was one of the worst things and acts of tyranny we have seen in a long time, probably ever in this country, where our own government did what it did to us. I'm not okay with it. I've not been okay with it. I'm waiting for somebody to do something. And I'm not and we're past certain points, in my opinion, and something drastic needs to happen, in my opinion. I'm not happy. You guys know me, I go on rants all the time, but this what the government did to the people in 2020, that will never be forgiven. I will Um, what are we talking about? Who? Some about sleep meditation? Oh, who Oh! You guys that's the one that I listen to, because I know that's the one I listen to. Hold on. Every once in a while, I do have a hard time falling asleep, um, but when I do have a hard time falling I still don't bring my phone into bed, however, I will play a sleep meditation. Guys, we all listen to the same sleep meditation dude! He's got a oh, wow, he's got a I'm not even a subs hold on, let me share this screen because 'cause we're gonna show this. Guys, if I ever stayed on one topic for more than 15 minutes, that would be amazing. I should get, like, an award for being able to stay on one topic for more than 15 minutes. Um, So, Jason, this dude, I'm gonna subscribe because I can't believe I've not subscribed. However, this video right here, um, sleep talk down guided meditation, fall asleep faster with music and spoken word hypnosis. Uh, hold on, I want to see if you guys can hear this. We're gonna listen to a couple seconds of it. All right, let me.
Welcome to this guided sleep meditation.
Plus, he's
for a
Australian.
deeper and faster sleep. Perhaps you are here because you have trouble falling asleep.
I love this dude.
Or
All right, that's
possibly
enough.
you
But I think that's funny. I mean, he does have like 3 million subscribers. So I guess having 3 million subscribers, a few of us were bound to. I think that's so funny. Yeah, his accent is a plus. I really think that's funny because I was talking with Legal Vices, and when Legal Vices does sleep meditation, he also listens to Jason. And I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome. Although, to be fair, I think we did a stream where I talked about it one time. I just can't remember if that was real or not. I don't remember. Was it an Unexplained? And it was Danny and Jeff and I, and we were talking about sleep, maybe? Let's see. Over opinionated as it says, I don't have problems falling asleep. Mine is staying asleep never more than 2 hours at a time. Yes. See, that's pretty much where I'm at these days. I don't have trouble falling asleep much, but when I do, I listen to him. However, my big issue is staying asleep. Okay, to be fair, recently I've tried something, an electric blanket. Yeah, I have an electric blanket. I want to say I've had it for forever, but I only started recently using it again. And I want to say the past few times that I've actually turned it on, I've slept through the whole night. And I'm like, I don't know if there's a correlation there, or I don't know. Fundian says sleep scares you. It used to. Having the night terrors doesn't help. However, you guys know me. I do, I am a spiritual person, and I consider myself to be a Christian. And I pray before I sleep, and it helps. And when I do have the night terrors, praying always helps me. It always helps me fall back asleep, and it always helps me kind of ease. I really don't like how much this camera is kind of doing its thing right now with this gray thing that's happening. Yeah, Mustang McCracken says heated blankets are so damned comfy. I know. And I want to say, like, it's because of the electric blanket. I was able to sleep through, like, it doesn't have an automatic turn off, and I typically, like, I'll turn it on before I get into bed, so that when I get into bed, it's all nice and cozy, and then I turn it off because I don't want to sleep with it on because that makes me nervous. However, there have been 3 times that I've accidentally fallen asleep with it on. And all 3 of those times I have slept through the night without waking up. And I know this because I left the electric blanket on. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't want to leave that on all night. But all 3 of those times are the only times I can remember sleeping through the night without waking up. And it's just like, Weighted blankets are also awesome. I do love a good weighted blanket. Fun9 says, I can't, hold on, let me make it big. I can't wake up unless I want to. I can't wake up unless I want to wake up. I've had people shoot a 12 gauge less than 3 feet from me and you didn't move. All 3 of your nieces sat on you while you were sleeping on the couch and you didn't know it. Damn, that's a heavy sleeper. Wow, Fun9. Yeah. Wow. That's a heavy sleeper right there. A 12 gauge? 12 gauges are huge. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, Tammy, this one doesn't have a timer. I thought they all had timers, but apparently they don't. I thought they all came with timers, but this one doesn't. And there have been 3 times I forgot to turn it off. But again, I don't know if that is like, oh, because I have this like, because my body has a like hard time regulating its temperature, I'm always hot or cold and I can't ever stay hot or cold. I'm always taking my jackets on and off. It's a thing. I've dealt with it. But I'm wondering if having that kind of like constant source of heat helps my temperature kind of stay even. And I'm wondering if it helps me stay asleep because it's kind of balancing and keeping my body temperature at the same level instead of fluctuating so much. But again, that could just be me speculating and making connections where I shouldn't be making connections. But who knows? It works for me, so maybe I should do it more. Uncle Buck in the house. I hope people woke up and figure out nobody's coming to save us, though. Yeah. See, and I think that's the thing. People keep hoping that a politician's gonna come in and save us. And we're beyond the point of a politician coming in to save us. Like, there's not gonna be a politician that I'm saying this now. There's not gonna be a politician to come in and save us. There's not going to be some great president that reverses all of these, debts that we have and these things that, no. We are thoroughly fucked as a country. And unless the people start doing something, yeah. We have to do it ourselves. Anybody hear any updates on what's going on in Texas? Because they started doing it themselves. I'm ready for Texas to stand. Like, Texas is doing a good job right now. I think if Texas continues on a track, I think we might have something to work with. But yeah. Alrighty, guys, I am gonna call it here tonight. I have been battling a slight headache, and I think I'm gonna kick it for the rest of the night and get a little incense and kind of relax a little bit because I've been going the past couple days. I'm like, I need a vacation. I need a break. I'm tired. I need a nap. But guys, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna end the stream. Let's see. Hold on. I think I'm gonna go probably listen to Megan Fox for a little while if she is still streaming. Hang on a second. That was the wrong thing to click. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna redirect into Megan Fox because her streams are a lovely 3 to 4 hours long sometime. Nothing more, nothing less. And she's covering the Fannie Willis stuff, which that is thrilling. Talk about lying on the stand and lying your ass off to everybody and taxpayer embezzlement and fraud and all of that good shit. That's a fun one. So I'm going to be dumping us into Megan Fox. I am going to hang out in the chat for a little while. I'll be listening because I mean we all love Mom. Mom's awesome. So make and her channel's like taking the fuck off, which is awesome. I think she jumped like 10,000 subscribers in a week or two. I don't know, because it felt like she was just at like 20,000 and now I think she's close to 40,000. Like, woo, Mom, let's go. But yeah, guys, tell Megan I said hello. Tell the internet mom I said hello and say hi to internet mom. And I'll see you guys over there. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, Minecraft Monday. Or why do I say that every time? Minecraft morning. I think I am going to try and do a Minecraft Monday. But Minecraft morning. That is me and Mrs. Flux still in our Minecraft world. We're doing our thing. I just built a giant hot dog, which is, I mean, it's amazing. Now I think I want to build a giant taco, but we're going to see. So, guys, as I always say, hold on, let me actually get this set up. All right. Okay. Right. Be excellent to each other. And yeah, have a good night, guys. Bye.